Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and I'm so happy that you're here. So as you can see by the title of this video, I'll be doing my paycheck budget for my first pay in May.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
In June. It is now June. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. But right before I do, I just want to say, hey, if you're new, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you join the fam. We're lit over here and it's free. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we have to go ahead and do these shout outs. So let's go ahead and get on into it. I have 3 shout outs for this video. My first shout out goes to Bunny Budgets. Now, Bunny is pretty new to the budgeting community, but when I first watched her videos, what I immediately fell in love with was the tone of her videos. It's very relaxing, serene, quiet, and it's just comfortable. It feels like you're, sitting down and just watching a movie and just relaxing. But her voice is just very sweet and nice, and I love that. She always has her tea right here next to her. And one thing that I loved is that she kept it real with her budgeting journey. I know I read in her bio, she was mentioning that she wanted to make sure that budgeting wasn't something temporary for her, but it was something that she really wanted to do. So you can see in a few videos back, like in the beginning of her channel, she had literal white envelopes that she could get from the dollar store. And I just really appreciated that. She has since transitioned into the, cute envelopes that we love in this community. But I just love how she kept it real with herself and started small and just made sure she was really invested into budgeting. So yeah, shout out to you, Bunny. So my second shout out goes to Reynolds Budgets. Her name is Katie, but her channel name is Reynolds Budgets. And what I love about her channel is just how neat and organized and fun she is. And what I mean by organized is she has this Christmas binder. It's like blue with white snowflakes on it. And she has it organized into, like, her envelopes are categorized with 2 weeks no pay, dress, clothes, hotel, parties, like gas. Like, she has it down packed. Like, when they go take their trip this Christmas, she's set. And I just love how organized it is. It's truly goals. But yeah, that's what I love about her channel. And also, our connection is pretty great and pretty organic. Like, she always supports me on my videos and we chat every now and then on Instagram, and she's just very, very sweet. So shout out to you, Reynolds Budgets. So my third and final shout out goes to Prosperously Pink. Now, I just love her videos because she's just dope. Like, she's just dope. I love her accent. I just love her vibe in her videos. I love her binders. I love how glam she is. And she is definitely one of the small shops that I will be supporting because she has this beautiful pink prop money that you have probably seen in a ton of budgeting videos, but they're just so beautiful. And I cannot wait to get mine. So shout out to you, girl. Y'all go ahead and support Prosperously Pink. All right, so that is it for my shout outs. Let's go ahead and jump on into this budget. All right, so if you are new to my channel, I do use the Budget by Paychecks workbook from The Budget Mom. I absolutely love it. So we're gonna go ahead and start with May. I want to show you how I did for the month of May in regards to my goals. So my first goal was to not overspend for my birthday. And I am happy to announce that I was $77 under budget for my birthday.
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
So what I went ahead and did was use that $77 to contribute to purchasing my new desk from IKEA. So I'm really excited about that. My desk is still sitting in the living room, unassembled, because Lord knows I do not know how to assemble nothing. So it's gonna take me a little bit, but anyway. My second goal was to not go into my sinking funds unnecessarily. And yeah, I went into my sinking funds unnecessarily, but it was only for one Amazon purchase. just one. And what I purchased was some hair wraps and also a set of press-on nails. So those were not necessary, but I purchased them anyway because it was a need.
Try again.
Because it was a want and not a need. So yeah, I did that, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't like April. So my third goal was 10 no spends, and I am so freaking happy that I did more than 10 no spends. I actually did 14, and that is what these blue circles are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 no spends for May, opposed to 9 no spends in April. So I did extremely well, and I am so proud of myself because the money that I could have, would have, should have spent on these days could go towards extra debt. So that is amazing. So my fourth goal was to not spend my cushion, but I did. Like, I have nothing else to say. I just spent my cushion. It wasn't a lot of money. It was probably like $26, $27 opposed to like $100+ in April. So I did significantly better in my opinion. And my final goal for May was to pay $200 of extra debt, and I paid $413 of extra debt, and I am very, very happy about that. And of course, the only debt that I am really talking about is my care credit card. I do have my car, but I'm not really paying extra on that. I'm just focused on my care credit. So $413 went into my care credit card, and I'm happy. So yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get on into June. So here is my June 2 spread calendar. It's not fancy. I went kind of highlighter crazy in my opinion, but let's just do an overview. So everything in yellow is basically like holidays and appointments. So I have Lauren's second birthday, which isn't a holiday, but it's kind of like a holiday in my opinion. Like, it's my daughter's birthday. And I'm actually filming this on Tuesday the 1st. So tomorrow is Lauren's second birthday, and I'm so excited. Her dad is on the way down from Georgia, so we're gonna celebrate with his family, take her to the zoo, and I think it's gonna be really fun. So I'm very excited about that. And I can't believe she's 2. Like, the girl is potty training her butt off. Like, she is amazing. Can I tell you that she went 2 nights in a row without peeing in her pull-up? 2 nights in a row. And when she woke up, she was like, "Mommy, pee pee." And I took her to the potty and she peed. Like, I'm just so shocked because I really didn't have to do anything. I think she was just ready. So thank you, God, because it's amazing. I am just so proud of her. Okay, anyway, so I have Chan's birthday on the 4th. So that is Lauren's dad's birthday. So his birthday is 2 days after hers, and her birthday is 11 days after mine. So we're all Geminis. And I have Father's Day on the 20th, and then I have my lock appointment on the 24th. And okay, let's see. So everything in this teal color are all the bills that I'm paying from my paycheck on June 3rd. And then all of the highlighted pink bills are bills that I'm paying on from my June 17th paycheck. So that is how I do my 2-page spread. And let's see, I do receive my YouTube pay on the 21st, which I'm very excited about. Thank you all so much. I love y'all. And then we have Juneteenth on the 19th of June. And I will definitely be supporting some Black-owned businesses on this day because y'all all know I love supporting small businesses, period. But on this day, I'm just going to dedicate it to Black-owned businesses because it's important. So let's go ahead and support Black-owned businesses on June 19th, y'all. Who is with me? Hashtag support Black-owned businesses. All right, so next we're going to move on into my goals for June. So my first goal is to pay an extra $700 towards my care credit balance, which I think is very possible because I'll be receiving my YouTube paycheck on the 21st, and I'm really expecting it to be beautiful. Beautiful in terms of I expect it to be a great amount, which I am so blessed. So I will definitely be putting a chunk of that into my care credit balance because y'all know I'm trying to pay it off, like, period. Period! So my second goal is to eat out less. That's pretty much self-explanatory. I need to keep my behind home and eat what's at home. So my third goal is to set up my desk in my budgeting area. Like I mentioned, I did purchase a desk from IKEA and I just need to set it up because that is what is going to be mommy's space. I'll have all of my budgeting stuff and all of my books and my computers all in one space so that I can be more organized. So my fourth goal is eating healthier / drinking more water. And this kind of aligns with eating out less. I just honestly need to take better care of my body. It's needed. I feel sluggish, I feel weak, and I just need to do better because I know I need to exercise, eat healthier, drink more water, all that jazz. I know that will solve all of my problems. Anyway, I didn't put exercise on here, but let's just include that in number 4. So my fifth goal is to close out my June budget successfully. And what I mean by closing out is, let me show you May. So here's my expense trackers. This is where I track all of my expenses, and this is where I track all of my cash. So at the back is like, where did my money go worksheets from the Budget Mom. And these worksheets are very overwhelming, and I haven't completed them successfully at all. So I want June to be the first month that I do that, so y'all pray for me. I just want to complete the pages that I purchased. Anyway, so that is it for my June goals. So let's go ahead and jump on into my paycheck budget. All right, so here we are for my June 3rd paycheck, my first paycheck in June. So if you're new to my channel, just a quick overview of myself. I do work part-time. I work 20 hours a week instead of 40. I do work from home. I'm also a stay-at-home mom. And my daughter and I, we do still live with family, so I do not have to pay rent, utilities, anything like that. I'm just in charge and responsible for my daughter and I and the bills that I have to pay. So my budget does reflect that. So let's go ahead and get started. I do get paid the same amount every 2 weeks, and that is $880. My tithes are always 10% of my income, so that's $88. So my income total is $792. I do split my car payment in half between each paycheck of the month, but this month, since I do have some other obligations in my budget, I decided to pay a little bit less than half. So instead of the $187.50, which is half of my car payment, I'm putting $123. And then for my second paycheck in June, I will pay the remaining, which is $250. Next is my Elite Dentistry membership. That is $336 instead of $336. That's $36, and that is due on the 5th. My phone bill is $100, due on the 8th. Life insurance is due on the 11th, and it's $51. My Capital One credit card is not a credit card that I have to pay debt on necessarily every month, like with interest and all that. It is basically a card that I use to grow my credit score. So the only 2 things that I charge on that card is Epidemic Sound and TubeBuddy. And I pay those 2 bills off before the interest is accrued and before the due date. So that total is $21 a month for those 2 subscriptions. And lastly is my Care credit card. On the app, it hasn't showed what my minimum payment is, so that is why it is going to be blank. I don't know what it is, but I know it's not going to be more than what I will put towards my extra debt for care credit, so we're just going to leave that blank. So the total for these bills is $331. If I subtract that $331 from my income total, $792, it gives me $461 left over. So we're gonna bring that $461 down here for my cash envelopes. These are the envelopes that go into my wallet. So first for groceries, it's $85. Household is $15. Eating out is $15. I cannot wait to show you how much money I spent for these categories in my last paycheck. Y'all are gonna be shocked. Y'all are gonna be so proud of me. That's all I'm gonna say. Lauren is getting $30 because she is almost due for some pull-ups, but I probably won't even have to purchase pull-ups much longer because my baby is like almost potty trained fully. I'm so excited. Okay, miscellaneous is getting 5 as usual. Beauty is getting 45 instead of its normal 50. So if you're new, I put $50 each paycheck into my beauty cash envelope for my lock appointment, which is usually towards the end of every month. But for this lock appointment, I am not getting the usual wash, style, and retwist. I'm just getting a retwist and wash. So that is $10 less than normal. So instead of 50, I'm putting 45. And Taylor is getting $15 as usual. That is my cash envelope. So in total for cash envelopes is $210. It's always hard for me to write towards the end of the page. And leftover from the $461 is $251. So we're gonna bring that $251 up here for sinking funds. So my total sinking funds is $78, which brings my leftover balance to $173. Now, since I have more sinking funds than the lines provided, what I do now is write my sinking funds on a note card. So in total for my sinking funds is $78. My high priority or adulting sinking funds, car maintenance is getting $2, medical is getting $9, our home is getting $5, support small and Taylorbudgets are both getting $10. So for my low priority sinking funds, birthdays is getting 10, Christmas 5, Father's Day 5, household 5, Lauren 5. Now Lauren's sinking fund is not for her college fund or personal savings. It's just for things I would buy for her throughout the week or bi-weekly, like Pampers, wipes, clothes, toys, anything like that. Other holidays is getting $2. Right now I am saving up for 4th of July. Taylor is getting $5 and vacation is getting $5. So that totals up to $78. So I have a leftover of $173 after sinking funds. So we're gonna bring that down. So for my care credit card, I'm making an extra debt payment of $100 this time. So that's $100 of extra debt total. So leftover, I have $73 after paying extra debt. We're gonna bring that down here to extra savings. So my 52-week challenge is getting $43. I'm not sure what the weeks are, but I'll put them up on the screen here. And then my Mayflowers challenge is getting $30. And this is the final $30 for the Mayflowers challenge because of course we're now in June. So stay tuned for my next video, my cash stuffing, because I will be allocating everything that I saved into the Mayflowers challenge into my emergency fund, Lauren's personal savings / college fund, and my 3 to 6 month expenses. So stay tuned for that because I'm really excited to see how much I saved for May. So the total for extra savings is $73. bringing my leftover balance to 0 for a zero-based budget, which means that every dollar has a job and a place, and that is what we like. So let's go ahead and do the formula for my budget. I have my income total, which is $792, minus all of my expenses, so $331 for my bills. Y'all, it's really hard for me to write at the bottom. $210 for my cash envelopes, $78 for my sinking funds, $100 for extra debt, oh Jesus, and $73 for savings. And that should equal 0, but let's go ahead and calculate that. So I have $331 for bills, $210 for cash envelopes, $78 for sinking funds, $100 for extra debt, and $73 for extra savings, which equals $792. So if I subtract my income total, which is $792, that gives me a 0 balance for a zero-based budget. Voila. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules.
Oh, Hercules, 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 Hercules.
Y'all, I am so crazy. Okay, anyway, so that is it for my first paycheck budget in June. So what I'm going to do is flip over to the next side, because I do not believe this is a page I've shown on my budgeting videos. And I've gotten a few of my supporters ask, how do I know how much or what bills to put into my sinking funds and cash envelopes? And this is what I do. So this is my cash envelope breakdown. I write down all of the categories that I am stuffing. So right here, from groceries to Taylor is my cash envelopes. And from car maintenance to vacay is my sinking funds. Oh shoot! I forgot my savings challenges. See, I'm glad I showed this page because I'm pretty sure I would have forgot. But anyway, I'll add them in later. So what I do is I write down the amount for each category. So let's do groceries. Groceries is $85. I write down the denominations up here, and then I write down how many of those denominations I want for my grocery envelope. So for my groceries, I like to have smaller bills. So for groceries, I have 2 20s is $40, plus 3 10s is $30, plus 2 5s is $10, plus 5 1s is $5, and that's $85. And that is what I do for each category. So it's basically whatever your heart desires. If you want bigger bills, then do bigger bills. If you want smaller bills, then do smaller bills. If you want all ones, then ball out.
You got it, ball out.
Do all ones. It's all up to you. So that is basically how I break down my cash envelopes and my denominations. At the end, I total up how many 1s, 5, 10s, and 20s I have, and then what that equals in dollar value. So at the end, 160, 128 should equal the total amount here for my categories. So I already did a rough draft. So 100 plus 60 plus 100 plus 28 equals 288. So I just calculated all these numbers. So what should happen is that these numbers here should equal 288 as well. So just so you guys see that it equals 28, especially for anyone that's new to budgeting, I'm going to go ahead and calculate all of these numbers here, but it's going to be quick. So 1 second. All right, so here we have $288, which equals the amount in total value here, which means that I did everything correctly. Now, as I mentioned, I did forget to include the cash that I'm taking out for my savings challenges. That's $73, so I will do that after the video is over. I don't want to take up any more time than I already have. So that is it for this video. I really hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know if there's anything else that you would like me to explain in my budgeting videos as well as my cash stuffing videos. And again, thank you so much for always supporting me. I do want to mention and thank you all for me reaching 4,000 supporters, aka subscribers. I am so elated. Like it's a shock, because when I first started my budgeting channel, I did not think I would reach this amount of love in such a short amount of time. So like I mentioned in every video, thank you all so much. I love you all, and I give all the glory to God, because I pray for this, and I just keep myself grounded in praying and in my word as much as I can, and just doing the right thing and supporting other people. So again, thank you all so much. I love all of you, and I will see you guys in my next video. But again, thank you all so much. I love y'all, and I'll see you in my next video. All right, be blessed. Bye.